Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with the beautiful Karina, my lovely prometida. And we're waiting for our K1 visa to get adjudicated at the service center in California, just like you guys are waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And that's okay. It's better to be waiting and a day closer, right, than to have your K1 visa sitting in your house because you haven't mailed it yet. But that's okay. Those guys will get their turn. But, you know, this video is an update on the processing time for K1 visas. It's April 23rd, 2023. And this video is an update on processing times. So come on along. Now, I live in the Panhandle of Florida, near Pensacola, and north of Navarre Beach, east of Pensacola. Karina is from Caracas, Venezuela, living in the free country of Colombia, in the big city of Bogota, and she is, you know, what, 8,600 feet above sea level, waiting and waiting and waiting, just like I am, for our NOA-2 letter. Now, our NOA-1 letter is dated April 18, 2022. So when I get the NOA-2 letter, I will hang out here in Florida for a little bit longer, and then I will jump on a plane and fly to Colombia and wait out, you know, a few months with her and see if we can get this all wrapped up on one trip to Colombia. One more trip for me, I don't know. We'll find out. But come on along, let me go over the processing times for you here for these K1 visas. And also, I'm going to give you a bonus. I want to give you a bonus at the end of the video, the K1 visa flow chart, so you guys understand the process a little bit more clearer. So let's look at this first K1 visa approval. The NOA-1 letter was January 21, 2022, and the NOA-2 letter was April 14th, 2023, and the number of days for processing is 459 days with a total of 15.3 months. And this is at the service center in California. Okay, so that one took a little bit longer than 14 months. And this one right here, the NOA-1 letter, is January 21, 2022, like the other one. But this one was approved, the NOA-2 letter is dated April 3rd, 2023, giving this processing time 448 days or 14.9 months. Okay, now this third one, I want to just do three. The third one was NOA-2 letter, February 7th, 2022, and the NOA-2 letter was dated April 3rd, 2023. Number of days, 420, and that is exactly 14 months, and this one was in range 48,000. Now, I don't follow ranges, okay? I'm not a buffalo. I don't walk around on any range or look at any range. But those are three K1 visa approvals with an average processing time of 14 months, not 16.5 months. Okay, so there you go. Now, most of my clothes are in Bogota, Colombia, so I go to my closet, I'm looking for clothes to trade out for videos, and I'm like, man, I've used this shirt in 20 videos. I gotta change out shirts. Maybe I'll just go to Walmart and buy some new clothes. I don't know. But let's go over the K1 visa processing flow chart, okay? This is a bonus for you guys for watching our videos. I want to make sure you understand the process. So step one of the K1 visa process, the petitioner, the sponsor, mails the K1 visa package off, you know, the form I-129F, signed and dated, off to the lockbox in Dallas, okay? And then step two, the petitioner receives a receipt from USCIS, which is your NOA-1 letter. I got my NOA-1 letter. Hooray! I didn't mess up the package. The processing time between you mailing the package and use a courier service like the FedEx or UPS so you can track it. The time frame between step one and step two is a week, okay? And then step three, the petitioner receives approval from USCIS. This is your NOA-2 letter, and this time frame is anywhere from 13 to 16.5 months. Okay, 13 to 16.5 months, and everything is falling in between 14 months as an average. Okay, so that's step 3. Then on step 3, USCIS will then send your approved K-1 visa package to the National Visa Center. Okay, and then that process takes between 2 to 3 months. So you got to be patient in this process. Okay, so from step 1 to step 3 is 16.5 months at a maximum. 14 months is the average. And then from step 3 to step 4, which is when the MVC receives it, is another 2 to 3 months. So step 4. Your case is then created by the National Visa Center, and the petitioner receives the MVC case number and the MVC invoice number. If you don't receive your invoice number, but you receive your case number, then you just gotta wait, okay? Because the embassy is not ready to receive your paperwork yet. They're busy. They're backlogged up. Now, step 5, okay, of this is step 5. Your case is in transit. Now remember, you have set up a SEAC online account so you can keep track of your status, where you're at. Step 5, case is in transit. And that means that the MVC has mailed it through a DHL courier to the U.S. Embassy in your beneficiary's country. Step 6, the case is ready. Okay, the immigration officer at the embassy has got time for you guys, so they will give you a ready status. Okay, once you get the ready status, you go to step 7, where you can fill out your DS-160 and pay your visa fees online. Once you get your NOA-2 letter, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you must wait for 30 days at a minimum, and then you can do an online inquiry. Where's my welcome letter? Where's my welcome letter? And then if after 30 days you don't hear anything, you wait another 30 days. Then you wait 60 days and say, where's my welcome letter? Where's my welcome letter? But remember, this process takes 2 to 3 months. So while you're online typing letters to the MVC, where's my welcome letter? Where's my welcome letter? You could be doing something more proactive, like getting your second letter of intent to get married ready, you and your beneficiary. Okay? So now let's move on to step 8. Step 8 is you've already got the ready letter, so now you can start scheduling the medical exam for your beneficiary, or she can do it, and the cost of the medical exam varies from country to country. Karina's medical exam in Bogota, Colombia will probably be a different price than the medical exam, let's say, for your beneficiary in the Cebu, Philippines, who must go to Luke Hospital in Manila for her or his medical exam. Every country has a different price for the medical exam. Now this time frame is called TBD, to be determined. Okay? So you schedule the medical exam around the availability of the doctors in your beneficiary's country. How busy are they? Okay? And that's step 8. Okay? Step 9 is schedule interview for the beneficiary. So the beneficiary can do this, or the sponsor. Okay? And this goes back to TBD, to be determined. Okay? What's the availability of interviews? What's the availability of slots? So when I get the NOA-2 letter, Karina will wait for the ready letter, and then I will schedule all this for Karina at the embassy. But I'll be online every day checking for availability of interview slots. As soon as I see a day available, I'm going to take that day and pop right in there and say, Karina's ready for this day. Okay? Step 10, your beneficiary will have her visa interview, and then within a week to 10 days, he or she will get her K-1 visa put in his or her passport. And to my friends watching from Venezuela or around the world with expired Venezuelan passports, please relax. The U.S. State Department recognizes your passport as valid for 5 years from the date of your expiration date. So our good friends living in South America who got out of Venezuela, who are waiting for K-1 visas and your passport has expired, you don't have to return back to Venezuela to renew your passport. You don't have to risk that arduous trip and then have to, hopefully they got power and electricity at the passport office in Caracas. Okay, no, you don't have to do that. Your visa will be put in your expired Venezuelan passport. Every other country in the world, probably excluding North Korea, you must have a valid passport. And in the country of Brazil, it must be valid for at least 8 months, but everywhere else is 6 months. So step 10, your beneficiary receives his or her visa in her passport, and that's about a 7 to 10 day window. And step 11, you schedule a flight to the United States of America for your beneficiary. Get her on a plane and fly her to the USA. Now what I'm going to do in my case is I'm going to be in Bogota, Colombia when all this is going down, and then when Karina's visa is in her passport, okay, I'm going to book flights with Avianca from Bogota to Miami, one way, okay, and then we're going to have to book a flight for Tokyo, our cat, because we're not going to leave the cat behind. Tokyo is a part of the family, so I will schedule the flights for myself, for Karina, for our cat, and boom, we're going to land from Bogota. We'll arrive in Miami, and we're going to be happy as a clam. We're going to wait probably 2 or 3 hours in the immigration line, and then from there I'm probably going to just rent a car and drive home, because I want to have plenty of lead time between checking through for the flights. You know, I don't know how many international flights are going to be arriving in Miami on that day, so you know, it's a good idea to leave at least a 10-hour window between when you arrive in the United States, Miss Beneficiary, to when you get a connecting flight. Leave at least the 10-hour window to give you time to get through immigration. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, from step 1 to step 11, the basic K1 visa flowchart. I hope this video was helpful to you. Relax, stay calm, don't stress it, okay? You will get your visa. You will get your K1 visa and your K2 visa for the kiddies. Please stay calm, stay patient, and don't look at other people's visas processing times. If your K1 visa NOA1 letter is this day, and then somebody else got their visa approved a little earlier, a little quicker than yours, but they have a NOA1 letter that is later than yours, dated later than yours, don't worry about it. Everybody's visa's different. Everybody's different. My K1 visa for Karina may take longer than another person's K1 visa applying through Bogota. It could take longer. There's a lot more stuff to go through. A lot more farming to do. So we will see you soon, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, in the USA, on an airplane, landing in whatever part of the United States you're going to land in. We can't wait for that day. And we're here for you. We're going to pull you over the finish line. We're going to pull you over the finish line. And watch our videos. This is your YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.
I'll be back.